Colin, back in action after a week off. Was the week off a benefit to you, or would you rather keep going, I suppose?
Probably would have rather kept going. The results have been great the last few weeks. So we would have, but we played a lot of games short space of time. The players had 1 or 2 days off to recover, so they've come back in and they're fresh and they're ready to go for Friday night.
And it's Wexford now. They gave you a tough game up in Wexford. You got the early goal, but I mean towards the end they were well in the game.
They were, yeah, and they're a very good side. They got a very good coach. They got some very good attacking players. We've watched them. The games that in the recent weeks they've been very, very unlucky. They've got some good results as well. So they're a good side. And it's we have to be ready. We have to be right that we put on a good performance and we can go and get the 3 points.
Did the week off give you a chance to get a few fellas back who might have been kind of injured and so on?
Probably Dylan's back in training.
Yeah.
Which is great. Gordon Walker, he's back running. Alec Byrne is still a bit away. George Heaven, it was great to see him back in the 3D game. But other than that, we seem to be fine. We're probably we have a lot of players available for us for Friday night.
How far off are Dylan and Gordon? I know Gordon's probably a bit off, obviously, but he's only just back. From
Dylan, as I said, Dylan's only back in training today, which is great. Which is great to see. We all know the quality that he has, but listen, it's a total different thing with just training and playing games. So he'll need a few weeks training, to get up to the level of the rest of the lads. Gordon is back in running. He's not back in with the group yet. So he'll be after the break, maybe 3 or 4 weeks after the break. But he's going very, very well, and he's and it's great to see him out there. Listen, it was a serious leg injury, and it's it's probably a credit to the physios that we have, and to get him where he is so quickly. And obviously that probably comes out to himself as well, that you need to look after yourself with a serious leg injury like that.
It shows I suppose it's great for you to have the benefit of such a strong squad. I mean, you're there top of the league at the moment, and you're missing guys like Gordon Walker, who was great for you last year, Dylan McGlade, who started this season very well, and you've been driving on without them and doing very well, and still have them to come back in.
Yeah, no, we have, and it's losing players like that, and sometimes you need to change the system to suit the players that you have, and we did that, and the players that have come in have been fantastic. And what I would say now is that when the lads are coming back, it's going to be very difficult to get in the team, but you want that competition within the training ground, on the training pitch, and it can only be a good thing for us.
Were you keeping an eye on the other results last Friday night? I mean, you're probably hoping someone will drop a few points, but all the teams around you kind of got good results, I suppose.
No, I wasn't. As I said, it's we just focus on ourselves. We look to the Wexford game Friday night. We put all our concentration levels into that, and we'll see how that goes, and hopefully we can put on a good performance for the fans and go and get the 3 points. And
obviously it's the big game against Galway the following week, and loads of fans are talking about that, but are you keeping that out of the players' minds and just concentrating on Friday night?
Yeah, and that's when we always approach things like that. It's the next game, and it's I mean, look at the last game against Athlone. It's we scored a winner in 94th. We didn't play great, but we got the winner. We got the 3 points, and at first team level, at first football, it's about results, and we got it, and we showed great character. We didn't give in. We kept going, and we backed ourselves, and we got a late goal, and which I thought we deserved. And it's great because it's to have that within the team. It's that you never give up. You keep going because you back yourselves that you can go and score a late goal, which is great.
I suppose that's a big difference to last season, isn't it? I mean, you're there driving on till the end, and you're putting it all in. You get the late winner like you did up in Athlone. Whereas last season you were on the opposite end of that a few times. I mean, you conceded a few late goals, late winners, late equalisers, and so on. Whereas the mindset seems to have changed.
It's nice to be on the other side of it, isn't it? Yeah. No, it is, and it was difficult. Last year we conceded too many late goals, and they're hard to take. But this year, we've been defensively, we've been very, very strong, and attacking that we always look that we can score goals. And listen, it's a credit to the players that we have at the moment.
Great, thanks, Colin.
Colin, I'd say you're itching to get going Friday. I think the last time you had a Friday night off was before Bray. You were saying like that you didn't get going that night against Brendan and all draw, like you're a bit flat. How much of that is down to having a night off or a week off?
We were a bit sloppy in the first half. Second half I thought we were better.
Yeah.
We could have scored. Barry Coffey had a great opportunity. Obviously put over the bar. Thought we could have had a penalty. That wasn't given. But it's like when you're off for a week, you know, you come back in and you do training sessions, and you know the players, they always look forward to the game on a Friday night, and when you don't have that game and you don't have that excitement to look forward to, training sometimes can become, you know, it can become a small bit flat, you know. But it hasn't been this week, and the week before. As I said, I give one of the lads 1 or 2 days off just to recover. But training's been good this week. You know, there's a good intensity to training sessions, which is great, and hopefully we can bring that into the game Friday night.
Yeah, just on Wexford, Carl, like they showed a bit of promise earlier, but I think they only got 1 point from last 3 or something. Well beaten last week. You know, I know they gave you kind of a game early, 1st of April, I think it was. Do you think they've faded a bit, or they're obviously a dangerous side, aren't they?
They are a dangerous side. I know the game against Galway is, you know, probably doesn't show a true reflection on the game itself. The week before they were unlucky. They conceded a goal against Longford, but they were still in the game. So they've got some very, very good players that we need to keep an eye on. But it's we need to make sure that we look after ourselves. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
But we don't take. I keep saying every week to you guys that we don't take any teams for granted.
Yeah, you're in a fantastic run, obviously, Carl. 12 unbeaten, like, and that gives the group obviously a lot of confidence. Like, that momentum was great, isn't it?
No, it is, and you know, hopefully we can keep that going. It's probably a big change from last year, and I keep going back. It's a credit to the players that we brought in. They're buying into what we're asking them to do. Defensively, we're solid, and going forward, there's goals in the team. Players in the middle of the park are performing. So it's overall the team, the squad, and the club. We're in a good place at the moment.